YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Noel Blends. We are back at it again with another haircut tutorial. We are going to be doing a Mohawk type V in the back. I don't know what you call this. You guys let me know, comment down below. But we're going to do some different steps, and I'm going to show you guys step by step what I do to achieve this type of look. So the first thing you want to do is start off by combing down his hair. That way it's nice and laid down and we can work with the clean canvas. We are going to start off by doing the back of his V. I do use the ears as reference. That way if I know I don't take it too high or too low, I use both of them. I'm doing like midway, as you guys can see, and just go all the way across. And this is just a rough draft. You don't got to be perfect right here. I'm just setting it in. That way I know where to put my blend at. Doing the V in the back is pretty tricky, so you just got to use the ears just to make sure you know. Try to match it up as best as you can. It's not always going to be perfect, so just try to make it as best as possible, as neat as possible. We are going to be doing the double V on the left side. It's only going to be halfway, and on the right side is going to go all the way across. This is just what my client asked for. But as you guys can see, I'm just chipping away at it little by little. Like I said, this is a rough draft right here. This ain't going to be the end result. This is just where we're basically just getting it ready, setting it up. That way we can start our blend already. Next, what you want to do is grab your number 2 guard, lever fully open, and we're just going to debulk a little bit, giving a shape as we're going. Basically, that's where our blend's going to be at. As you guys can see, we're just going straight up when we get towards the top. Next, what you want to do is grab your 0 gap trimmers or whatever trimmers you got, and we're going to create our first initial bald guideline. This is a burst Mohawk. I'm not too sure, to be honest, what you call this. He just showed me a picture and I just try to replicate it as best as possible. But it does not have C cups, so as you guys can see at his vertical bars at the bottom, we take that off. That means with no C cups, it means that it's not going to have the hook on the edge up. Next, what you want to do is get it all the way down to skin. These are my babyless shavers. You want to go all the way to the top to the first initial bald guideline we created, and just let the shaver do its work. I just got these babyless shavers, and they're really good compared to the Andis ones. One of my homeboys at the barbershop put me on. I had used them a long time ago, but I had stuck with the Andis, and to be honest, I like the babyless way better. It's so strong and leave the skin super smooth. Now for our next step, you do want to go with your lever fully open. We're skipping the half guard close how we usually do it, but we're going, these are different steps basically from last time. These steps, they have helped me just to be a lot faster. To be honest, I don't think the blend comes out as solid. It comes out good, but I don't think it comes out super buttery. But this is our first step. It's a lever fully open, and we're creating about an inch guideline. As you guys can see, he does have a dip in the back of his head, so you just got to make sure you get it all the way down. Keep the blade flat and make sure you get it all the way down to no guard lever fully open. That way it can come out as even as possible. As you guys can see, I am using my corners a little bit as well towards the back because he does have that dip. It makes it harder to put the blade flat. Once you finish that step, we're just going to go ahead and close the lever, and we're going to start taking out that first initial bald guideline we had created. As you guys can see, we're just going to break the line and bring it up like halfway, and then open it about a quarter and go up a little bit more, and just play with it, just detail, use your corners, and we're just blending as we're going up. As you guys can see, I am opening it about a quarter, just playing with the lever, making sure all the little dark spots are out. One thing is too that everybody's hair fades differently. Everybody's gonna be different, so these steps might not work on somebody else, or they might make it easier for you to blend out on somebody else. But on this type of hair, it was a lot of detailing with these steps. Right here, we're gonna go in with our 0 gap trimmers, and we're gonna take off any little stubbles that are clipper missed. So for our next step, we're going to come in with our one guard, lever fully open, and create about an inch guideline. You want to make sure you keep the blade flat and kind of flick towards the top if you go a little too high. That way you don't create, or you don't dig into the top hair so much and create such a high guideline. Once you finish the one guard open, you're gonna close it and attack that middle ghost line. Go right on it and just break it. Keep the blade flat, give it a little flick if you need to. We're basically just breaking the line. It's not gonna come out, it's not gonna take it out completely. We're just breaking the line right on it. As you guys can see, I'm keeping the blade flat, just softening up that middle ghost line. Now for our next step, we're going to come in with our half guard, lever fully closed, and we're going to utilize our corners and attack the remaining of that ghost line. Go right on it and give it a flick. You do want to be careful with this step because you can't push up the blend. So what you want to do is go right on the dark spots and just flick out. Next, what you want to do is grab your 1.5 guard, lever halfway closed, and we're going to go straight up with it. Not really digging in, we're just going to be going straight up with it and attacking any little dark spots we see. This is basically where the detailing starts right here. We're not really creating a guideline, we're just going straight up, just lightening all the darkness up. So right here, we're just going to be detailing now. So I'm jumping all over the place. I went back to my no guard and we're just going to attack any little dark spot that we missed. As you guys can see, I'm just using my corners. Obviously, the higher you go up, the higher guard you got to use, a 1 or a half guard. So I needed to detail a little bit higher, so I threw on my one guard and started with the lever open, and then we just gradually close it and attack any little dark spot that you see. So everything I'm using in this video, from product to clippers, everything will be listed down below. That way you guys can check it out and get it for your guys yourselves. We did add a little bit of hairspray just to lock in some of the hairs. We didn't bring down none of his edge up on top. He wants to like keep it natural, so I told him I'll just clean up like the baby hairs, any little hairs that hung over. So those hairs that I brushed down, you guys can see they're obviously a lot longer than the fade on his fade part. So I come in with my 1.5 just to clean them up. That way we can get a crispier lineup. If you have shorter hair on the lineup, it looks a lot crispier. If they have a lot of bulk on the lineup, it doesn't look as clean in my opinion. At the end of the day, it's up to your client. He might want a lot of bulk there, but not in this case. I know whenever they want the vertical bars lined up, they want it nice and crispy. Now for the V right here, we did do the first rough draft, right? So now we're gonna come in and just detail it some more and hit it with the razor. Just make sure you guys stretch the skin and add a little bit of shave gel if you need to. Me personally, I don't like doing it, but sometimes if your clients have sensitive skin, you do want to add some. That way you don't leave them with marks, and especially back there, the hair or the head is a lot more sensitive back there. So just in case you guys forgot how my client came in looking like, this was the before and this is what I came up with. I think the cut came out nice and crispy. If you guys got some gems off of this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you guys get alerted every time I drop a new video. And share this video if you guys can, or any of my tutorials. It's greatly appreciated. If you guys have any questions, DM me on Instagram or leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you guys. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok at Noel Blends, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.